Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Sergio Boss 96 and this is my first time talking about basketball obviously on YouTube. I'm a basketball enthusiast. I am crazy about it and I've been trying to do this for years. Like I'm talking about since I was in high school. I was trying to make a YouTube and I already finished college. It took me 6 years. What the heck is this? Whatever. It took me 6 years to actually finish my college, and so we're talking about 8-9 years about trying to make a YouTube channel. But I'm such a bad person when it comes to doing this. It actually took me university to actually get myself some boost when it comes to my confidence. So I'm gonna start with something that is always well known, always loved, and nobody cares. I'm gonna start with the greatest of all time debate, and I'm gonna give you my top 10. I think I'm gonna do it in a my bad. I don't care. I'm gonna do it in a way that I've seen it before. You might say I'm copying it, but please don't. I'm not gonna start copying anything. I'm just gonna, copy the format in a sense, because at the end of the day, I'm doing my own thing. I'm trying to do my own thing. I saw this with John Artest. I don't care if I don't get a thank you or anything. I'm gonna put his description on his channel below because I believe he's a great source for basketball information and for debates. I love his GOAT debate. The thing that I really want to focus on here is the greatest players of all time, because I really think that this is, for me, the best thing to do, and for me it's the best video to start with. Also because I want to get views, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you like the freaking Niconito video. If you don't like the freaking Niconito video, I don't care, don't do anything, just watch, get out! Okay, going back to normal. Sorry about that. I'm gonna start with an explanation of how I'm gonna do it, because at the end of the day, it's the only way I can do it. I made a video earlier, but it turns out that the way that I did it with my phone, by the way, I'm using my phone right here. I'm touching it right now. Touch it, touch it, touch it. Oh yeah, touch it. It happened to be horizontal, and it turns out that every time I look at the video, I look at the camera, I look liquid, and I look like this. I'm watching you guys now. But I look like this. And when I'm talking, I'm doing this. And I see there. And I can see myself looking here. Because the flipping phone is here. The camera is looking over here. And I want it to look over here. Okay? Okay. 2 minutes of wasting time, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody does it like Sergio Boss 96. Now, going to the rules of the game, I'm going to do it with rules. I'm not going to go like, oh, this is my favorite player because I think of this and that, and I'm going to give you the stats and everything. Let's do it by rules. So let's do it good. Vamos a hacerlo rico. Let's do it Mexicano. Let's do it with tacos. Let's do it good. I'm going to do it with some rules for the game. The first rule, obviously, championships. The more you have, the higher you can get. But don't think championships are only gonna help you out, mi amigo, unless you actually dominate on that end. Spoilers, very much spoilers. Now, the other rule I'm gonna get is that I believe in production average more than totals. Why? Like I did in the last video that sucked. This here is my friend, my tablet, where I do my editing, which is gonna be legal, gonna be horrible. But here, got my calculator. And now I'm gonna use my calculator. I really don't care what I do. I do stupid things. Like, one thing from me, I do stupid things for no reason and I don't care. Like, basically, I'm a miniature, bite-sized Shaquille O'Neal with none of the cuteness and none of the money. So, and none of the talent. So let's go to get with the tablet and do the calculator. In the calculator, I'm gonna calculate. I actually did a few calculators already. Let's say, for example, you scored 50 points per, you have 50,000 points. Let's go with 50,000. If I score 50,000 points, but average 30 points per game, let's see what happens. Well, according to this, it means that it took me 6,666.666.7. It's here, right here. I can show it because the light doesn't, okay, there we go. See? You divide 50,000 points by 30 points, it equals 1,666, a satanic number, games played. Now you divide that into by 82 or by 80, whatever you want to divide it, and on average you played excuse me, let me put this here, divided by 82, not by 28, by 82, and you played around 20.3 seasons. Now, let's say how much Kareem scored. Let's just Kareem. Yes, let's just Kareem. Kareem scored 31,000, exactly, 31,000 and average, 38,000, and he averaged 20.11 points per game. That means he played around, let me just fix this. I think I make a mistake. Yeah, there we go. He played, according to this, 1,592 games right here. Right. It's not, I don't think you're gonna look it right. I don't look it right when I look, but I hope you can understand. If you don't understand, I'm sorry. I don't care. So let's say he played 1,592 games. Divide that by 82 games on average. Let's say divide that by 82 games, and he played around nearly 19 and a half seasons. We all know that Kareem was a 19-time All-Star. He played around 21 seasons. Now, Will Chamberlain played a 40th season and scored 40,000 points per game. He scored as a whole 31,490 points on an average of 1 points per game, which means he played 1,042 games. Obviously, he played 1,045, so that's 2 games. And you divide that, and since I'm playing, I'm going by the numbers and not going by the games as a whole. Let's say he played 45. And let me just take out this part over here that says the point games. Here we go, 1,084 point games. And divide that by 82. Well, according to this, he said he played 12 seasons. And that is with his average. But obviously, we know he played 14 seasons to reach that. How can I go with that? Because at the end of the day, even though he averaged 30 points, we're talking about he actually averaged 30 points in the actual calculation that I did. In my calculation, with my calculator, I actually grabbed and put on average, like if he was averaging 30 points the entire years. But we all know that we'll start with 37 points, went all the way to 50, and then went all the way down 14. 13.5. 13.5 points per game. And while I do these ridiculous noises, please remember to turn up the volume, because then you won't hear me go like 30.5. You won't hear me do this. You won't. Please turn the volume up. I won't start screaming. I will try not to start screaming. So the reason I did this dumb ass mathematics, which took me so much time, was clearly to get you the idea of the difference between totals, which is how much points you scored the entire career, how much rebound you got in the entire career, how much passing you did in the entire career, and etc, etc, etc. Versus averages. If you add, the more you average for the longer period of time, the higher your total. Because your total is going to rise. For example, Kareem started with about 28 points per game in his first year. He ended up with 10 points per game in his last year. Will started with 37. He ended up with 10. Bill Russell started with around 16. He ended up with 9. Michael Jordan started with 28. He ended up with 22. And so, and on and on and on and on. So, going by this, you can actually go and understand that I enjoy much more giving you the scoop by average than by totals. Obviously, total is going to count, but for me, averages, the numbers by averages, is going to be higher. Obviously, how many have been an all-star, accolade, those are going to be in between. But for me, the biggest things are championships, obviously, because that's why you play the game, you want to be a champion, and numbers, because numbers is the same as dominance. But remember this, and this is going to be clear. No player without a championship, as much as I love them, is going to be on my list. And no player without dominant numbers is going to be on my list. So if you don't find a guy who would you normally go and say, oh, this guy's normally top 10 because of this and this and that, don't think about that. Don't think about it. You're not gonna watch me. You're not gonna watch that here. Let me put this simple. As much as I wouldn't like to add players who aren't retired yet, I think 2 are gonna be added. Because the fact that there's one more category which I like, which only 4 players cover it. Revolution of basketball. It doesn't just count popularity. Popularity, I think I'm gonna go with popularity. That's high. That's okay. I can do anything about it. I don't care. But as a whole, the things you're gonna start with is with those things like popularity, pop championships, numbers, accolades, all stars, and revolution of basketball. How much did they revolutionize basketball? It doesn't matter if it's by popularity or the game itself. It just matters that they have done it. And believe me, only 4 players have done that. On this list, there are only 4 players who have done that. That's how rare it is to revolutionize basketball. That's how rare it is to change the game. Oh, by the way, there's 2 types of dominance. There's 2 types. There is numbers dominance, and there is game-changing dominance. And in game-changing dominance, doesn't just change the game for the future, but it means that the freaking the game, the league, had to do something to make sure they goes against you. So yeah, that's how I look at things. So let's see who's the greatest, most dominant player of all time, shall we? So this is it for the introduction video for a long series. I hope it's long series, the video, for you guys to have fun and enjoy and despise me and insult me and love me and hate me and give me some huggies and kisses and insults. On this video, don't expect, as the whole, do not expect a ton of editing. Expect me doing voices because I love doing voices. And accents, I love doing accents. Yes, like a British. Oh yes, it's cool. I don't know what accent was that. I know this cool. What I do tell you to expect is numbers upon numbers, insults to players upon insults to players, maybe me calling out a few analysts because I'm bored, and to get some views. Yeah, the views. Now I know the accent I did. It was Arabic. No, Indian. That's all you can expect from me. This is Sergio Boss 96 for you. I hope you like my videos. I hope you enjoy it. By the way, I'm from Puerto Rico. If you guys get with this dumbass crisis, which I can stand, if you guys go over it and you like it and you want to visit Puerto Rico and eat lechon, visit Puerto Rico. I suggest on Christmas because that's when we're at our best. You're gonna get the most hospitality, the most food, especialmente lechon. We eat a ton of lechon. We love pork with a ton rico. And don't say that I don't come because I say so. Come because the island is great. Just do it. I hope you enjoyed your video. I hope that this satisfies you. I hope I get lots of insults in the comments. For each insult, I'll give a like. And it better be a good one. So, come here with the craziness of Sergio Boss 96. I hope you have a good time. This was the little guy, Sergio Boss. By the way, this stand can be taller than me if I put it on high. So, I hope you guys have a good day. May Jesus Christ bless you all. Good night, dude.